Oh, and why is it that you have summoned me? It isn't often that someone such as yourself calls upon the goddess of transformations, the goddess of sorcery and enchantments. It isn't often that someone who looks the way that you do, so to speak, calls upon me. Oftentimes those who do, they seek a challenge. They seek to prove me wrong, either on the point of my existence or on the point that people such as themselves don't deserve to hide their true forms. And of course, as I'm certain you must know, I do so delight in proving them wrong. And as for you, what is it that you have summoned me for? Why call upon me? Are you yet another man who wishes to prove himself worthy of remaining human? I can assure you, no such thing has ever occurred. But by all means, I would be most interested in hearing why it is that you've summoned me. Do not attempt to deceive a goddess. I can see clear as day who you are. Though, there is something about you that, I suppose, makes you a little different. There's a tinge to your soul, something that most men lack. Something that I'm certain makes it rather frustrating to deal with the way that society perceives masculinity nowadays. It's dreadfully insulting. However, I do enjoy the opportunity to still work my magic. Your soul, however, that tinge, it's warmth and light and something sweet, something strong, something with a bit of kick to it, yet oh so inviting. It is rather feminine, nymph-like almost. Pardon? So what is true? Do tell me what you're thinking. Oh. Oh, I see. So, you called upon me as the goddess of transformations. You called upon me because once again Apollo was drunk, and he slipped the soul into the improper form. Yes, it is true. At least, for us anyway. Those who find that their soul doesn't quite match their body are the rather unfortunate victims of Apollo's endless desire for drink. You see, I do adore his music, and I do enjoy the poetry he writes, and the way he carries the sun across the sky is most delightful. However, there is something to be desired when it comes to his professionalism, so to speak. No, I suppose not. I suppose most of us could do better in that regard. However, Apollo, considering his duties, he certainly leaves a lot to be desired. Oftentimes it comes in the form of a late sunrise, early sunset, being scolded by his sister for all the world to see. Precisely. That's what causes a solar eclipse. Didn't you know? Having said that, though, one of his most troublesome mistakes is this: sending souls into the body that they do not fit. Such things are dangerous. Not so much for us, mind you, but for the poor souls who are stuck feeling like there's something wrong with them, like they just don't fit right. We watch as you suffer, struggling with each day, grappling with who you truly are. And if you're lucky enough to realize why you feel this way, well, then we have to watch the uphill battle as you try to become who you're meant to be. And that is never an easy sight to bear. No. No, I'm afraid not. At least, not that I've found so far. That being said, while I can't change you entirely, there are things that I can do, if you'll let me. I would so prefer to surprise you. However, I will do nothing without your consent. Matters such as this are delicate, just as you are. And I would hate to cause any damage to a beautiful lotus such as yourself. So, will you allow me to help you in the ways that I can? Very good. Come to me. Don't be frightened. I can see it now. It isn't merely a tinge to your soul. It is hiding behind the walls you put up. But as you lower your guard, it becomes clear as day who you're meant to be, who you want to be. Now let me see. There we are. The structure of your face is not quite to your liking, is it? I can fix it. It won't be much, but I can do that. There we are. And then, your hair length leaves something to be desired, doesn't it? I can fix that. Simply lovely. Isn't that feeling better already? I thought it might. Now... Oh. Isn't that an interesting thought? Most people often think about their chest or their lower body. When it comes to matters such as this, I of course don't blame them. But that's something I've yet to encounter. The curve of your waist. You feel it would be a bit better if it were more noticeable. I can fix that. There. Oh my. Well, it is certainly difficult to resist the temptation to pull you closer now. I only tease. After all, I prefer not to play the games that the other gods play. I prefer not to play the games that are played by humans. I'm not much of a player. I prefer to be a puppeteer, pulling the strings so that everyone else can follow and play however they see fit as everything changes. And you? You do make a rather pretty puppet. So, shall we see what kinds of games you can play?